Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie are both back and perhaps better than ever for any number of reasons, including them running at 60 frames per second and now both in widescreen, which is new for Banjo-Kazooie. Banjo-Tooie always technically had widescreen. It's all thanks to Evercade, which also brings up another huge benefit given recent developments. Both are coming on one physical cartridge. Look at this beauty right there. Look at it. And it'll work on any Evercade system, including the upcoming Evercade Nexus, which, as you can see, also includes analog sticks, meaning you're able to play this game as intended with analog control, unlike the recent Banjo-Kazooie port to the Rare Edition Super Pocket. Now, I should mention, too, a few other things about this that are really exciting. One, it's a native port, not being emulated or anything. Second is, if you take a look at the YouTube comments, they confirmed a couple other things about this game, including the fact that it will have Stop and Swap. They answered numerous questions, and they confirmed it'll have their own version of Stop and Swap. In case you don't know what that is, originally Banjo-Kazooie was intended to allow you to take secret items from the first game and put them into Banjo-Tooie, and it actually got even more elaborate than that, but it never ended up coming to fruition, which is why the way they fixed it is by having you find cartridges in Banjo-Tooie, Banjo-Kazooie cartridges that would break apart and give you the items you needed. It was kind of lame. Now, they did try to address this in the Xbox ports of Banjo-Kazooie. It wasn't great, but it was something at least. But it sounds like that they're doing something a little bit different here, as they say it's our version of it. So I'm very interested to see what exactly they mean by that. I've reached out to them for more comment to see if they'll give us any more details, so I'll follow up if we hear any more. Beyond that, though, they also confirmed that they're fixing the audio sync issue that Banjo-Tooie had to some of its cutscenes, in particular in the opening cutscene on Xbox, at least. So they're going to be addressing that, meaning it should sound just like it did on original N64 hardware. Also, the same problem, I believe, cropped up on NSO as well. So this is going to be, I think, our first true return to form for how that cutscene is intended to sound. Beyond that, we also know other things that should be added to this game based on the recent port to the Rare Edition Super Pocket, which I believe was also done by the same overall company. So that means features that will also be added beyond 60 FPS and widescreen includes also faster loading, an option to go back to Grunty's Lair from Banjo-Kazooie, or rather, in Banjo-Kazooie, so from this pause screen you won't have to go back to the portal anymore. They're adding stop and swap functionality, as I mentioned. The music player will have unused tracks for Banjo-Kazooie. Canary Mary is rumored to be easier in Banjo-Tooie. God, she sucked in the original. I don't know where this rumor's coming from, but I'll trust TSR Stormed on this one. Shout out to them for compiling all this, by the way. Banjo-Tooie should have cutscene skips now. And the text dialogue will be higher resolution as well, plus analog controls, as I already mentioned. So yeah, as a longtime Banjo-Kazooie fan, and lesser so a Banjo-Tooie fan, this has me pretty excited, especially with the stop and swap feature restored, because that's something I was so excited for as a kid, and I was so disappointed that it was never officially in the game until Xbox. So I'm curious again to see how they're addressing it in this case, and if we hear more, I'll follow up with that. So that's all I've got for you right now, everyone, but pretty exciting news if you're a Banjo-Kazooie fan, or checking out for the first time and you have Evercade hardware, or playing Pikmin up. Definitely grab Banjo-Kazooie because it's one of the best 3D platformers ever made, and Banjo-Tooie as well, since it's on the same cartridge. So there, everyone, thank you for watching, and we'll catch you later. Bye!